We suspect the car has bad gas because it's been a long time, so it's probably safe to assume at this point, and it smells really bad according to you.
Yeah, when the car is running, it doesn't smell like gas. It smells like heavy chemical, like paint stripper or varnish or something like that. And if you've ever smelled that versus regular gas, you can smell regular gas like at the gas station when you're pumping gas or someone next to you is pumping gas. But varnish is so strong, it'll make your eyes kind of tear up.
So you don't need to be like experienced to know that it doesn't smell right.
Right.
Okay, so I mean anybody's pretty much gonna know if there's bad gas. So we're gonna remove this fuel line. We might need a longer hose for it to fit into here because it's not very long, but we'll see what we have sitting around. Husband over here with all of the extra hose.
You never throw away a good spare piece of hose.
Alrighty, whatever.
Just like any
whatever
cable,
you say.
Battery, screws, bolts, nuts.
Literally all the things that sit around in the way all the time until that one time you need it.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna sneak this paper towel under here. There could still be pressure in here, which is bad.
Okay.
Before we take off this line, I'm gonna relieve the system pressure, and how you do that, you gotta start back at your gas cap. All you wanna do is open the gas door if it opens.
Do you know how to do that or do you need help?
I almost need help. Hear that?
Yes.
Oh, smell that?
Yeah.
Does it smell bad to you?
Yeah, it's
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, it's obvious.
Oh, I'm gonna put a paper towel around here while I undo this hose, just in case it decides to spray. I'm gonna have it spray into the paper towel, not into your eyes.
That's a good plan. I like that plan.
You ever had gas sprayed in your eyes? It's not fun.
No, have you?
Oh yeah. There's that. All right.
So you want to remove it with the towel to make sure you don't get a mess, like fuel everywhere?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there might still be a little bit, but just in case it comes violently spraying out.
Oh, lovely.
So, I'm gonna take that off. I'm gonna use this clamp, right?
Mm-hmm.
And here's my hose.
See if it fits.
Voila. Oh, see, that was spilling.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
Don't worry, it just went right down onto the exhaust manifold.
Perfect.
So, another thing I like to do when I'm working on stuff, I like to find a bolt to just plug this with. So yeah, I'm gonna put that in there.
And then reclamp around the. Yeah. That's smart.
It's totally kind of unnecessary. I'm just a little more thorough. I'm a little more OCD with this stuff. I don't like surprise fuel going places it shouldn't. We have our empty gas can. Hopefully this is enough. There's less than a quarter tank in the car, so hopefully it's not 5 gallons. This thing goes in here, just like that. Now, there's 2 different things you can do. Some cars have a fuel pump hot wire or a fuse that you can just jump 12 volts to. Not this one. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get in, I'm going to turn the key on, and I'm going to view that the gas is going in the can, or listen to it and make sure it's not spraying anywhere else, going everywhere. Gotta be a contortionist get in here. Ta-da!
Sounds like it went in.
Yes, it did. So we get to cheat a little bit with this car because it's on standalone. I can turn the fuel pump on whenever I want, I think.
You better close all your tabs. You don't want everybody to see all 46 of them.
Yep.
Are you done yet? This is boring.
You're boring.
Thank. How do you turn the fuel pump on when you don't have a standalone ECU?
Sometimes you can access the fuel pump through the rear cover, and you could just jump 12 volts to it if you want to.
Like with a battery?
Yeah.
Okay, so doing all this work so we can sell it, and the farther along it gets, the more reattached I become, and it's like, well, What am I going to do with this thing? Work in progress. How much do you think is in there?
Says less than a quart tank.
Like 84 gallons?
Should be less than 5 gallons.
Is that even a 5-gallon jug? It doesn't look
Yeah.
like it. Oh, okay. So can you just easily stop it if it gets to the top and starts overflowing?
Yeah, just turn the key off.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought you had to do it through your computer, and I'm like, this is not promising.
do it again. I can only do it for 30 seconds at a time.
That's what she said. Yes. The fuel looks clear. I thought it was going to be like
It still smells
crusty and brown. Yeah, it's very strong. So how many times do you like restart it to get it flowing again, just until it like doesn't sound like it's flowing anymore?
awful. Oh, you'll be able to hear it, and then you can take it halfway out and see that it'll just be barely dribbling.
Okay.
And at that point, you've got enough out.
Yeah. Yep, you can tell there's a sound difference for sure. Don't we have a gas can sitting outside to go get gas with?
The one I'm talking about.
Oh,
It has 87 in it.
it has 87.
Yeah.
That's some special stuff.
Oh boy. Yeah, special vehicle.
I don't know if I want that in here. I mean, it's better than paint varnish.
You can't put 87 in this car. So this car has high compression pistons, so even with 91, we're kind of cutting it close. So it needs 91 minimum.
Okay. So ideally, we would go get 93 from like the place not in the city that we live in.
Ideally, that's what we should do.
Okay. Perks of living in a small town, not a perk.
Yeah.
Wow, everybody, look at these fancy light up seats.
Anyways.
Look at that sad boy. He's so sad that we're leaving. Husband claims I get complainy when it's cold out. Well, no shit.
Was finest.
Ooh, fancy Senex. Are you done? It's blizzarding.
Blizzarding.
Yeah,
It doesn't look blizzarding.
it's blizzarding. Look behind
look
you.
blizzarding.
Use your eyeballs.
You.
Oh, you gonna do a pull in the snow? That's risky business.
Is it?
Yep. Plus, I don't know if that's a cop behind us.
It's definitely not. We're already at the speed limit.
Yeah,
Stupid-
well, when you have a
stupid car.
fancy X3M, it doesn't take long. Are we ever gonna take our lights down? It's not Christmas anymore.
What do you mean it's not Christmas?
Christmas is over, dear.
Every day is Christmas if you believe.
Oh, are you Santa?
Are you a believer?
No.
Bobs. They're neighbors. They got their lights on.
Yeah, well, we're not them. We have this thing to work
Right.
on. This
we
piece
have
of shit.
lights too.
So all you do is jibber jabber some bullshit.
Well, someone's got to fill some time on the rear occurrence where you're not.
Alrighty. The fuel is here. Oh my god, it's so cold out.
And it really reeks in here.
It is very strong. I don't think I realized it before because we were just like hanging out in it.
Yeah.
And I was just getting used to breathing fumes.
Yep. Oh,
Oh,
stupid safety caps.
angry husband. Is this fun for you?
No, this is not fun.
It is time to start it with the new gas.
We'll prime it, make sure it doesn't leak. So I prime it like 3 or 4 times until I hear the fuel pump blow it up. It like slows
Yeah.
down. It sounds like it's doing a lot of work. And just check to make sure it's not leaking fuel after we put the fuel line. You did put the fuel line back on, right?
Haha, you're funny.
Okay, now we can try it. See how it likes fresh gas.
Okie doke. Sounds pretty healthy. Sounds happy. Happier than it was with that shitty gas.
A little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know if you heard it when I drove it in earlier, but it was.
Yeah, I've heard it a couple times with that gas in it, and it hasn't really been normal, but sounds good now.
It really reeks in here.
Oh yeah, it does.
I'm gonna open this other garage door and just kind of let the air out.